Today's episode of History of Computer Games is about Pharaoh with its expansion Cleopatra. This is an isometric city building game set in ancient Egypt. The game is released in the far 1999, and along with its similar games like Caesar, which is set in ancient Rome, Zeus and Poseidon, which are games in ancient Greece, and Emperor, which is set in ancient China, are the ancestors of the modern city building games. So let's see what this game is all about. First thing that I have to do is to play Pharaoh Cleopatra, and now I have to create a family. That should be my Pharaoh. I will be the Pharaoh of my family. Of course, the family will be Ogiwon, and we will continue. Now I can play custom mission. I can choose a mission, but it says please begin family history if you're new. Alright, and I will actually play the family history to see what missions are available. Now there are 5 missions from Pharaoh game and 4 missions from Cleopatra expansion. The first one is pre-dynastic period. So let's try it. I'll select and click begin. There is a narrator.
Welcome to ancient Egypt, land of the pharaohs. Here you'll participate in the history of one of the greatest civilizations the world has ever seen. In an epic story 1,000 years ago, along the banks of the Nile River.
Alright, now I have some hints. So let's see, I have to clear some lands. There are 3 tabs. First is for housing, the second is for roads, and the third to the left is for clear land. Then I will have more tabs for more buildings. I will first clear this. Now let's make a road here. Now I want part of the road to be on this grassy land, because only there I can place wells, right? Here on the desert soil I cannot place the wells, and I will need water. Okay, what I want is to, let me see how to do this. Okay, I will clear this road and this one. We will see why later. 1, 2. Okay. Now I will place houses here. I will try to calculate it to be 4 houses in a block, because when they will be upgraded, when the houses are upgraded, they will be 4 blocks. Right. Now I will make another one on the other side by drag and drop. Excellent. Let's connect it. And now we can see the people will arrive in the houses. Create area of housing and watch immigration arrive. This is what I have to do. If I check the options at the top, these are not available in this mission. They will be available later. Okay, I can speed things up. Game speed, difficulty, and other options. Now let's see. these ostriches. What do I have to do after that? Okay, I'm watching the population. Now I have 52, 54, 59, 60, 61. 61 people in my town. Alright. We will continue to arrive. And now this ground is used for farming, but I don't have farms in this mission, and also it will depend from the river Nile. Okay, I'll see this later. Now let's see food and famine. What I have to do is hunting for food. Build a hunting lodge close to the ostrich flock, and hunters will set out in search of prey. If successful, they'll bring the carcasses back to the lodge to be butchered, after which a cart pusher will deliver them to the nearest granary. So I have to create a hunting lodge and granary. There are paths. Then I will have to build the granary from this icon, and then the marketplace. Overseers and overseer of the granaries is now available to provide information and advice. In time, you have many advisors to help run your city. Okay, there is the advisor. And what is that? Production of food. Visit our overseers. No, this is population history actually. Society. Okay, these are statistics that I will see later. Now let's make the hunting lodge. It will be right if I can maintain this line here. Okay, one will be enough. And when I have the hunting lodge, I will need the granary. Where will my granaries be? Let me place it. I usually want to have more granaries at one place. But for now, let's place it here. So, when the hunters arrive, let's connect this. Now I have a nice road network for housing, granary, and hunting lodge. There are the hunters now are hunting ostriches.
Ostriches are nearly invisible when they put their heads in the sand.
Right.
Ostriches are nearly invisible when they put their heads in the sand.
Quite fun, and I think everyone have comment. Let's see that carrier. He's going to carry from to granary from hunting lodge. Well, he didn't say anything.
I heard there is a job here for anyone who wants one.
Yes, there is.
Now those are some big drumsticks.
Drumsticks. This is the hunter. Okay, now I can see the granary is filling up with food. Also, when I click on it, right click, I can see what it stores. It has space for 3,100 units, and now there is 100 game meat. I will just spell it. Special orders. For now, I will not make special orders. It will accept all. And now this food have to go to the houses. How to do this? I will place the bazaar here, where I have calculated for the bazaar. Now food from the granary will go to bazaar, and we will see some ladies out. Huh? The water level are dropping of Nile. 5 employees, there are enough, but there is no food. Like I see, we can see what the granary can store. Food, pottery, chests, this is fabric, and I think wine. But we will see this later. Price predict that the city will be blessed with the perfect immigration in the coming year. Inundation. What's that word? I don't think I read this correctly. Maybe this is about the Nile flood. We'll see. Well, I haven't played this for a long time. But I remember when I first played this game nearly 20 years ago. Back then, we had only one computer in the house, and me and my brother had a schedule when will one be on the computer, and while the one is on the computer, the other is outside in the computer hall. Because computers were expensive back in the 90s, and a few people were having computers, especially in Eastern Europe, that is. And now I can see that...
My supplies sold like hotcakes. I'm going back to the bazaar for more.
I can try to talk like this. Maria. Okay, she's a carrier and she brings goods from the granary or from the hunting lodge to the bazaar. And
These goods will make welcome additions to the bazaar.
the other one, Lisa Titi, is the one who will distribute the food to the houses. So let's see. Food, 500. That should be enough for now. Let's see. Fire! Fire in the village! Alright. Along with fire, I have to be careful with other things, which we will see in the next mission. But now, again, I will need these buildings, firehouses, somewhere in these roads, so they can go around and check the buildings for fire. Now when he reaches the fire, he will put the fire down. But in general, I would like to not have a fire at all. And later, when we have the statistics, we can see which areas can have fire and which are well observed and there is no fire there. Of course, when the houses are burnt, I have to clear them and rebuild them. And what is that?
My supplies sold like hotcakes. I'm going back to the bazaar for more.
She's going to the bazaar for more. Okay, so here is that
Firefighting is hard work, and I'd love to cool off with a good show. There's
Fire
not
marshal.
enough of that here.
Okay, the fire marshal, when he go around the house, it will drop the level of possibility of fire to appear. So it is good to have these men circling around. I don't see any food in these houses. I think they first need water, but I still don't have the well. I have only the small one. Maybe I can place another. Finally, there is the water. Clean water. Of course, in ancient Egypt, water was maybe more precious than gold. For some, of course. Like in our days, actually. Okay, the well. So, actually the water supply, it can be placed in sand, so I have to place here on the green land. And actually I think the houses first need water, and after that they will need food. Anyway, let's make another hunting lodge. I see that granary is hardly full.
I'm the most popular person in the city. A
And
lot of people need jobs.
if you see citizens, well, they are unemployed actually. So there are people. What? Poor access to workers, 275. Nonsense. I have so many workers there. I think. Okay, maybe I have to place another set of houses. Wait, let me clear this. Here on the main road. If they don't form as a 4 square house, I will need another road. Can I have one? Nope. I didn't calculate this very properly. But I will learn. Maybe. We have a 4. Another 4. And here, when the
I like living here, but
water
if I
carrier.
were running the town, I'd do some things differently.
So when the water carrier pass near the houses, they will automatically become better ones. Now he need to go around the other road. But maybe he's taking a nap. Not a good time for a nap, dude. There he go. Excellent. He will visit now the rest, and they're becoming better. Except these small ones. There is no water there. Now I don't see any indication that there is water. But now these houses can begin to receive food. Still, there is no food. This is a sturdy hut. Collapsed building. Wait. Uh-oh, the granary collapsed. Architecture. There is the architecture post. He's like the fireman. So let's make 2 more here. And I believe that granary was full of goods. Of course, when you are a major or a pharaoh of a whole town, things will not always go smoothly, right? I can see now towns with food. I also have the population milestone. And we can see 22 food in this house. Hopefully a lot of the food was in the bazaar before the granary collapsed. Some mana. This is coffee. I like coffee. White houses with food from a bazaar. Okay, I have 2 hunting lodges, so they will fill the granary faster than before. And milestone. Nilometer prediction. Price predict that the city will be placed with a perfect... what's that word? Inundation in the coming year. So this actually is about Nile. It will be with good waters. That is in general, I believe. Okay. I still. Okay. I need food. Finally, I made this. That is victory. And time to proceed to
Well done.
the next
By filling
mission.
your people's bellies with nourishing food and protecting their homes from fire and collapse, you have helped this fledgling civilization take its first step on the long road of history.
On the long road of history. You did better the last time you played this mission. Well, I did that, yes. Okay, right click to continue. And
After many years and the passing of a generation, your family has
Finis,
resettled in the
the
area
town
of
of
Finis,
civilization.
in Upper Egypt. Here, a small band of local rulers is
Okay, I
attempting
will
to
again not
extend its
wait for the
influence over
narrator.
Lower Egypt
What I have to
and
do
all
in
lands
this
along the River Nile,
mission
and
is
to unite this
make
realm
10
under its own
ordinary
house
cottages. This
with
is
one
better
supreme
houses.
leader.
And mine some gold for the
Establishing
palace.
Finis as a thriving
So again, now I will have another tab with the buildings, and the mines, the mined gold should go to the palace. Wow, what's that? The supply of cash in reserve, however, the risk of thief. There is when the policeman will come in handy. Okay. Now I have to think how to place this properly. But before that, I will make a pause and we'll be back in a while. Okay, I'm back, refreshed and ready to rule that humble town as their pharaoh. Right, so first let me reduce the speed while I think the best thing I want. First, where will the palace be? Now, the palace can be, at least a part of it must be on fertile ground. So I will begin the road from, let's see, somewhere here. Okay, I'll remove this. If the palace is there, we will have a nice square. From there, I will need to place the houses. Yet I will need them. Let's clear this out. I will make it. And let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that should be enough for the first line. I'll make a second. Again, we'll have some roads. And from there, I will set another extension for the hunters. Okay, let's see then. Now I can speed things up. And the people, from where will they come? They will come from the south. They're coming from the south part. Well, if I can't move the screen with the mouse, I can use the arrow keys. See? Everything looks pretty cool. I also can click on the minimap. Now the first thing that I need is the water supply. Let's have some water. And of course the firehouse. Yes, employees, they are coming. no worries. Well, maybe the bazaar will be from this side. Let's make the firehouse, the architecture post, and the police station to the other side. Also, I can place a small well here just to maintain the construction. Maybe I will need more of these, but we'll see if that will be enough. Okay, hunters. And let's make the granary. Build bazaars. Okay. Like I said, the bazaar will be from this side. In the following missions, I can change this. I believe I had this interesting plan to have the bazaar in the middle and around it to place the houses. But well, there are a lot of missions ahead that I can experiment with this. Now I can see my first hunters appeared. No people in this location. Oh, there they are.
Ostriches are nearly invisible when they put their heads in the sand.
Yes, they're invisible. How is the police station? There are 6 employees, 6 are needed. So, I think it's time to place the palace. In the following missions, this will be the most important building. Also, maybe it should be in the center again. Like we can see, around the palace, the roads are becoming better. Maybe I had to place it a little down. And there is one other thing. Now I'm clearing the roads because I still don't have the road blocks. When I have the road blocks, I can block the path of these
I've had more people volunteer for the fire department.
like the fire
These people
marshal,
need jobs.
so they can go around locations which I want. And now we can see
These goods will make welcome additions to the bazaar.
the bazaar buyer is returning with food, and there are
These
helpers.
baskets are too heavy for a little kid like me.
Well, in ancient times, the kids had to work, not like now. They just going to the kindergarten and have fun. Alright then, now let's go for the mines. Gold mine. I will need that gold. There is the raw materials. In the next missions, I will have more mines here. For now, I just have the gold mine. And let's see, that should be the far one. What I want to do is to make as many mines. Depth. Like I said, as many mines as possible, and I have to be careful with the depths. Of course, I will need roads. These mines. Alright, excellent. Now it's connected to the main road. Again, I will need a fire department and architecture post to check for these buildings. Let's see, the houses are growing. Now they are meager shanty. What I needed ordinary cottage. So I will probably need another level of housing to achieve my goals. How are the gold miners doing? They are still not mining. Okay, let's check that. I think I can see unemployment. Unemployment is 59%. Tax rate is 10%. I can change the tax rate, but I will not play with it for now. I think there is enough food. Okay, 100 in the granary and 100 in the marketplace. There is the policeman.
Everybody's friendly here. No one is reporting any crimes.
Everyone is friendly. Well, happy people is well-paying taxes people. Right. Here I can see the first mine is now working. 12 employees. More are going. I hope. I think these
I'm the most popular person in the city.
popular
A lot of
persons
people need
are
jobs.
unemployed people, actually. Come on. The first gold bars. There it is, gold mine, delivery. Going to the village palace from the mine. Let's see, 40 city funds. Will it change when they bring the gold? It changed. Now it is 140. So one cart is 100 gold. Very cool. What else can I do? Nothing so far. I believe all houses except this small one, this dwelling, can't evolve until the desirable area are improved. So it lacks desirable area. So actually this means that this area should become more beautiful, but for now I don't have decorations. I will have in the future. So let's see, granary. How is unemployment? 55%. There should be people for everything. Maybe another hunting lodge.
I've had more people volunteer for the fire department.
2
These
fire
people need
marshals.
jobs.
Well, this is not very clever, both of them to go on the same path. Come on. Okay, at least 2 mines are working. Well, I believe this is too far from urban, actually from where the houses are. So I will create some houses here that they can reach. Too few jobs. Well, yes, but no one can reach the other one. The gods of Egypt. An Egyptian city can't truly flourish without suitable place of worship in the form of religion, temples and shrines. Sorry for my reading, but I'm learning. These should be located close to the homes that they serve and must be dedicated to one of 5 gods: Osiris, god of the Nile; Ra, god of the kingdom; Ptah, god of craftsmen; Set, god of destruction; and Bast, goddess of the home. Every city has different religion tendencies. In a given city, one god is usually held in particularly high esteem and is referred to as its patron god, while the other gods are worshipped as mere local deities, and so on. And now I can see my first temple. A working temple sends a priest through nearby neighborhoods, granting residents access to the worship of his god. And there is the god top. Now I can have shrines, temples, and festival square. That festival square is too expensive. 5,000. So let's begin with a mere shrine. Shrine to Bast. It costs 100. Well, I have that. So it should be a shrine. This is where I will place it. Now let's make the temple. Temple of Bast, 150. It is bigger one. And it should be from the other side. Well, build some temples and shrines. There is Bast. For access to workers. What? There are so many workers there. Okay, these mines. And now entertainment. Entertainment. As your city become more advanced, some citizens can enjoy leisure time activities such as taking in a little entertainment. A wide assortment of entertainment is one of the hallmarks of a truly cultured city. But currently, you can only provide entertainment in the form of jugglers. So, for now I will have only jugglers. Here is the entertainment tab. And let's see, booth. Now booths need to be placed in these crossroads. This is where the entertainers will go. Now one booth and another. Build a juggler school to provide performance for the venue. So I have the venue. Now I will need the juggler school. I don't think it needs to be near the houses, but let's make one. And I can see one of the house is now cottage. And what I have to do, I have to make at least 10 cottages. So let's see what it needs. A nearby building, sturdy hut. Ooh, it's having a determinate effect. Can't any supply of food. Well, apparently one market, one bazaar is not enough. Like I see, my jugglers are now learning to juggle. When they are done, they will go to the booth and entertain the Egyptians. Okay, the nearby booth. What is that? There it is.
I can only juggle so much. I wish there were other entertainers in the city.
Well, there will be. There it is. Here is the entertainer juggling around. Okay, I will need another marketplace, I believe. Another bazaar. On the other side. If I hit the roadblocks, the things should be much easier. Also, let's make more mines. And we'll continue to this side. Another one. Again, the treasury is bleed money. You can spend up to 5,000 debts worth of credits. But debt can lead to the downfall of your family unless you repay it quickly. Okay, no more mines for now. production? 0%. Okay, now 2 houses are cottages. Migger's shanty. What is Migger's shanty? Ah, the Migger shanty is the house. Okay, so now these 2 houses have problems with the neighbor houses. That's no good, isn't it? House. Okay, unemployment is now 27%. And wait, who's that?
I heard there is a job here for anyone who wants one.
This is okay.
What a
Migrant.
priestess to do. There is so little diversion here.
And that's the priest. Now I have to be careful. These houses do not. Police station. Okay, the police station is having negative effects. Interesting. Huh. Okay. This house downfolded. Ah, food. Where's my food? Okay, let's make another hunting lodge. Is there truly not enough food? Messages, debt. Debt. No political advisor. Wow. Too much reading. Alright, 3 cottages. Shanty. Well, at least all mines are now mining gold.
I've been kicked out of my home and through no fault of my own.
Well, this happens when the house are downgraded. Okay, the water.
Firefighting is hard work, and I'd love to cool off with a good shower. There's not enough of that here.
The bazaar. Well, so the bazaar is having negative effects. Interesting. I didn't knew that. Can I have a second palace? Nope. Apparently not. Jaguars. Well, what I need to remove the bazaars. This is no good. Okay, next time I will know. I will make the bazaar maybe where the hunting lodges are. And then the houses. If I was having appealing festive square. What? Past is pleased. That your city honor her. She has thrown a festival so that all the gods will notice your piety. Alright, now. I need to place this festival square. But where to place it? Let's see. I think I need a crossroad. There. So it needs a crossroad. but I want to make it. Okay, let's make it here. That will be removed. Right. And there will be a house behind the palace where I will place the festival square. Wait, road. Another road then. Right? Excellent. There is the festive square. Phew, that was hard. Whoa. Now suddenly all the houses become better with the festive square. It is a lot of appealing, and that will end the mission. Okay, this will be in this episode from the history of computer games. Now I will make a few more missions of this game in separated videos.